Hello there, and welcome back to episode 47 of the Savage Lands Season 4. And, well, today I hope we will finally get that water generator going. I really don't know if we are actually finally getting there, but I'll be trying for sure. So, we're seeing that the water generator here is getting its water in, so that's a good start. And the water wheel's also being built, so and technically, all I need to do now is to wait for the water, put in another water wheel, and the whole action should be going. So, in between that, I really hope that I will be capable of getting the rest of the pillars done today, and then we're going to finally work on that pump stack. And I say, we're really close to completion here. I really hope so. Let's see how the Elven War will interact with this situation, let's call it like that. And yeah, I really look forward to this episode. By now, we're working quite fast on these new projects, which is really thrilling for me to see. I mean, look at that. This is really amazing. And yeah, it's so good to have finally these damn staircases done. They were really the most horrible part about this entire fortress so far. Staircases, man. These stairwells, they not only killed people when we were building this abomination here, they were also taking a damn long time to get finished. Just as the water generator, as it seems. So, we'll have to have the water pump. I really don't know how we're going to do the pump stacks, if I'm really honest at this point. I do realize that I haven't thought through the entire process in detail, but one step after another. I really don't want to lock myself here. It's for me personally always the hardest part about mega projects like these, that you have this problem of not knowing how to do the step in 3 steps, and that sometimes can drive me nuts. And I feel as if I am a complete failure and I never will get it done. I don't know, but as a matter of fact, the key to success here, for me at least, was always to just keep one step after another going. What is it for you? Have you ever did any comparable mega projects? I've had some wonderful comments in the last couple of episodes regarding dwarven engineering. I really appreciate. So if I understood the comments correctly, it was a little bit hard because YouTube's formatting is a horror. It comes down to displaying things. So if you are watching, kind person who gave me that nice schematic about a ground-based water pump, water generator thing, feel free to join the Discord. All of you watching, actually, because we have a nice Dwarf Fortress channel there, and probably we can share screenshots and the like. Because I'm still learning a lot from this fortress, because handling the ocean, I feel like we're doing here the ocean tutorial of Dwarf Fortress, and that's the shocking thing for me, because I really feel as if I'm only using, like, a minuscule amount of the possibilities that we can play with on an ocean tile. But that's Dwarf Fortress. This game has just so much going on for itself. But, on the bright side, the Bucket Brigade is fast enough to get that water generator going. That's at least something. So I'm really considering the option to just connect the pump stack to this direction here. We just will put up a wood axle here and connect it to one of the screw pumps. I think that should be one of the easier parts. Although, there has been a very interesting proposition that I could also just hang in another water wheel there to generate more power and connect the thingies there directly, but we'll see about that. What is it today, my queen? Leggings, is it? It is. Oh dear. 3 of them again. So I really feel as if I should bring up some justice system in a time too soon, but I also don't feel like I want to bother myself with that right now. There's way too important things, like making these leggings. It's very important. But jokes aside, I don't want to divert my attention again. So we're going to do this with a minimal effort. So that means we're going to make a jail here, a dungeon it is called, just like that. Boom, dungeon. And we're going to make this with minimal effort now. You can't do this much fancier, and there's a lot of good things that you can do there, but we're not going to go there. Yeah, the Fisher Dwarf is going to become our dungeon master. Love it. So these guys, they need their private quarters. So that's why I figured that we're going to have the office also here. And we're going to make these quarters the Captain of the Gods quarters. I feel like this is a pretty cool thing. There we go. And the Captain of the Gods office. So that's a little bit of many noises there. I really need to check what's happening here. Axe Lord. Jobs completed. The Queen's happy. Okay. Nothing to get worried about, but I really like to double check. So we need a chest, a cabinet, and the military regalia. So we're going to put these into the office. I think the chest goes into the bedroom. And now let's see, I could install a small dining room somehow, I think. Oh yeah, tell you what, we're going to cheat here. Ha! That's brilliant. And there we go. We're just going to declare this to the as the dining hall of our guard captain. Okay, so I think the last thing we need is now this. And that's just okay. I think I should have now everything running I need to detain people. Okay. So, back to the water generator. Ah, we're getting there. Water is almost there. Also noticing that the walls that I'm ordering are getting done in an amazing fast time. So, that's one big memo to me. One big thing that I gotta do in the future differently. I really should try my best to keep the total amount of work orders lower. I think this entire fortress could have been done like in 50% of the time if I would have used the storage areas smarter. And the other thing is that I shouldn't have had so many work orders running that were creating conflicts. But yeah, they're freaking unhappy. But I'd be freaking unhappy too if my whole life would be walking up and down on a effing ocean bridge, hauling big, fat, heavy rocks all day, building things up into the sky like I'm a freaking elf. At the same time, the elves, the actual elves, show up and slaughter all of our animals. This is quite much to take for the standard issue dwarf, you know? I get that. But as long as nobody's berserking or something like that, I really think we're going to keep up the pace. Because I gotta get this thing done one day. Alright. The water generator is now at the point where evaporation is no longer an issue, but I'm still going to fill this baby a little bit more up so we can get ourselves a good water flow, a good amount of water in. And, well, let's give it a test drive. I mean, everything should work according to plan, but I don't like should work. I want to see if it does work. All right. Damn. Quite the sore throat today. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, that's all getting done much faster. Yeah. So, we're at elevation 4 then. I think we need to get up to... God, up to 10. Alright. There's a couple of extra walls to get through here. Somebody is in trouble. Ugh. I officially hate you guys, you know that? So, how important are you? Oh, his name is VUCAR. That if you play this series as long as I do, this is actually quite shocking. Okay, so I guess what might have happened is that this guy got flushed into the water generator. Either way, we got to help him somehow. Ugh. No, I don't want to. So, yeah, that puts the whole project to restart VUCAR. You stressed out little dwarf. Yeah, so we're going to pwn a hole into the water generator and restart. It's the only thing that I can make up. And before we do that again, there will be freaking ramps in there. I'm done with that. Should have done that in the first place. Now I'll get the... now I get the bill for that. So, yeah. As you see now, the water is all flowing away, but VUCAR cannot escape yet, because our dwarfs are not doing half measures. They remove the entire floor. So, we're going to recreate the floor. But it's also a really good opportunity to create a piece of kintsugi. That has been a really, really awesome proposition from one of you guys out there who were pointing out that we totally could use the gold lining there. If you don't know what kintsugi is, just look it up on the Wikipedia. Hey, VUCAR, you can now go out there. We saved your sorry bum. Okay, but this can't be a ramp here. Okay, so we need that ramp. And then we're going to get a wall going. Oh, tell you what. For one of these things, we're going to just use the old school menu. Because that's just much easier. I got 1,200 gold bars. Wow. That's sick. So, now we have a ramp in here, so that cannot happen a second time. Can you please just stop pretending like there's something that hinders you? Well, okay. So I wasn't willing to just let another person die in there. I mean, technically, we would have had the option to just toss water buckets into the generator until the problem is no more. But, well, that would have been also opening up the opportunity to future work time accidents, and I don't want that happening. Okay. So, can we finally work on that ramp, please? The Bucket Brigade is still doing their job here, of course. Oh, come on, you! Seriously? Is that piece of rock salt now the problem? Okay. Sometimes they're just silly at that. No, we're not building the wall now. You can't build the wall before you have built the ramp, you fool. Yeah, they're totally getting blocked by that little rock salt block. Damn it. So our siege engineer. Do I need a siege workshop now? I gotta try. Could be very, very much the case that this is a necessity now. He's a siege engineer after all, and most of the time they desire to work somewhere fitting to their occupation. Can I put a siege workshop here? Yeah, it fits there. Brilliant. So today, our progress is really peppered with problems. Oh, come on, you! That was not the plan, you fools. Alright, so turns out I cannot put a work order for a wall in there because they just will do the work order because suspend manager does unsuspend these things. Alright. He claimed now a stoneworker's workshop. Okay. But hopefully we got all the necessary materials. At least our wall projects are getting finished while our dwarves are checking out how they can build a ramp in there. So... what the hell? Can somebody please remove that rock salt block now? So, alright. We need to cancel the construction because obviously that piece of rock salt is creating a conflict. They cannot pick it up because they get into conflict with that piece of rock salt. Okay. These are really weird problems to have. So we cannot pick up the block now because there is no stockpile here. I don't know why that actually happened because I have bajillions of bins ordered. So we should probably create some more bins. That's good because I wanted to kill some more trees anyways. It's really weird today. Nothing seems to be working out as it should be working out. Kind of like a jinx day today. So, I'm frankly said confused about this rock salt block here. So let's see. I'm putting it into the garbage can now, so please somebody pick it up now. Luckily, with DFHack you can find these problems. Because without DFHack, you're just standing in front of the issue and you're wondering why the hell nothing gets done anymore. I've had these things quite often happening, where it's really hard to perceive from an outside perspective what the hell's the problem right now. I mean, at this point, it's still the same issue. Some of these items are marked for trash canning since an eternity by now, and they never got touched. Here it's kind of like the same situation. I know what we're going to do. So, you will just fall into the ocean. That's what I'm doing with you now. I mean, I'm desperate. Nothing is getting done here anymore because of one piece of block lying around. So, we're going to sink the block. That's smart, isn't it? It's one of the weirdest problems I ever had in a while. But I guess when you're doing a mega project, you're seeing them all. So I really hope that we can rebuild that piece of floor again. Wait a sec. Can't I build a ramp directly now? Yes, I can. Okay, so a human caravan has arrived. We could trade with them. We should trade with them, but I'm going to trade with my dwarven bros when they come back. Okay. Next level of the walls. I mean, at least those two pillars get some good work done today. It's freaking me a little bit out that a tiny piece of rock salt did slow down the entire process so heavily. That's quite stupid. Oh, another naked dwarf. I bet he's coming from the copper oranges. So what's your name? Rith. Alright, he's a legendary gem cutter, though. Huh. Okay. No wonder that they are totally angry here. If I have some dwarves out of previous fortresses that are just not willing to get dressed. This is a really, really weird little problem. So yeah, my dude, congratulations. Welcome to the military. So they are kind of like the naked squad. And I'm somewhat afraid that they aren't capable of building the ramp now because they can't access it. That's a very, very frightening thought. Usually they can walk diagonally, but strangely enough they can't build walls diagonally. They can do lots of things diagonally, but that's not one of the things, so yeah. There's a good chance that I need to rip out another piece of wall here before we get this done. I think this is necessary. This might also been the entire problem why they didn't remove the rock salt block there in the first place. But I always thought they can move diagonally. This game really confuses me with the fact what can get done diagonally and what can't get done diagonally. It's a pickle. But it's going to get us some kintsugi to this whole place. Finally getting something done with all that gold. I'm very happy to see that we're getting there. So now I'm smarter than before. I'm waiting for the other pillar to get done before I issue commands for the other one. I've learned from my past mistakes. No, not a wall. Not a wall. We need a floor. So, yeah. We put a ramp in here, and then people who fall into the hole are able to climb out of the hole. And that's why I didn't build both of the pillars at the same time that will house the pump stacks. Because there's just too much room for mistakes, as you see here. Okay, that's 19 pissed dwarves. I don't like that. These are the metrics that make me a little bit angsty in general. And speaking about that... Leather, forest, skeletons, so... We require some animals to get slaughtered. Good thing that I checked back into this. So... There we go. That should provide an ample supply of bone here. Wow, they're actually managing to empty my cistern with all the work here. My bucket brigade is also... I mean, they must be so mad at me by now. Because they're literally doing unnecessary work the whole time. They're just putting in water where it just will evaporate. It's kind of like stupid, but... the micromanagement effort to make them stop doing that... well, I'm not down for that right now. Alright, there we go. Should provide the bone that my artifact needs. Okay. I hope the ramp will now get finally done. And there I thought today we'd be finally getting the water power going and all. Yeah, right. It all got hindered by one missing ramp. Yeah, it's all in the details. It's all in the details. Alright. But once that thing is finally done, that issue will be no more, and we're fine on that end. Can you now please get this done? Tell you what, we're going to build a new one. Probably that work order was borked. Alright, my artifact can be made. I begin wondering if my ramp needs to stand on a piece of floor. I don't know. Probably that is a necessity that I don't know of. Because currently nothing gets done. Oh god. So, let's see. Maybe that's the whole issue. I don't know. Ramps are one piece of my fortress design that I haven't been working that much before. I mean, I do work with ramps, as we all do, but yeah, not as much that. Yes. So I'm filling up now the little spatches that I mined out last episode. Or was it the episode before? So we don't have any muddied ground or soil here ruining the picture. Yeah, that absolutely must have been the issue, because they got that a piece of floor down in no time. So today I learned. Hundreds of hours poured into this game already, and still keep learning little things that I didn't know that they can be a problem. Alright, so it's making me kind of sad that we got to restart entirely now. With water, I mean. But yeah, now they can build the ramp. Good, good, finally. I hope they can use that ramp as well, but that is no longer my problem. If somebody will drown in there, I will bid him farewell and wish him a good life. Afterwards, when he's done with all the drowning. Because it's, yeah, it's a pretty lengthy thing by now. Okay, so we're going to put in another ramp in here, just as a safety precaution. So we have exits on both ends. Alright. But I mean, I don't want to be too grumpy about what happened here. We had plenty of time. Chalk toy hammer. Keep this family heirloom. Zuglar. We did get pretty close to the end of this whole thing. There's now only 3 more elevation levels of walls to get done here on this end. This is a big piece of progress for us. Totally. So, yeah. The only problem is still water right now. That's a little bit of a bummer, but whatever. We got enough water in the fountain, so I don't mind at all. Could do agriculture here now. Alright, so he built that one now diagonally, so the diagonal connection was not the issue. It was the lack of a floorboard that was the issue. I find it quite interesting to note these things for future projects. You know, now we're working with water. That is a pretty tame beast. But if you're working with magma, which has pretty much the same properties like water, just without the pressure, all these mistakes, they weigh a lot heavier. So what I learned today with water, I don't need to learn tomorrow about magma anymore. Okay, but we're finally done. Look at it. So, yeah. Okay, Jurist. Or VUCAR, I should rather say, okay, VUCAR. We saved your sorry little bum here. And Kind of like am tempted to put a statue there about a dwarf falling into a water generator. Anyways, so we got at least the project of the water generator rolling again. So once that piece of wall is put in there, we won't have any problems with filling the water tanks, and we're going to get that beast done in the next episode. And as we see here, our pillars, next episode, they will be done. I only need to put 2 more elevation levels in there, so I can focus entirely on the construction of the pump stack, which is just what we want, what we need. And I'm really, really looking forward to that. So I think the entire staircase thing here, well, probably, I really don't know how to put it up. This is the worst part, that there are so many levels to clear, and I don't know how to build the pump stack yet, or, well, I know how to build a pump stack, but I don't know its exact measures. Anyways, I thank you all for being around with me, my friends. We're going to see this done, promise, and we're going to get working on the next bits and bobs in the next episode. Feel free to leave me your comments down below. I'm really all ears to hear from you, and a thumbs up and a subscription would be very, very, very welcome. And of course, there are links down there leading to all manner of different Dwarf Fortress things. Among these, also not only Dwarf Fortress things, but also the links to Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee. And here again, big thanks to all you supporting me out there. Really, really appreciate. And check out the links if you'd be so kind. I'd be very happy. I'll do my best to keep the Dwarf Fortress videos coming in the meanwhile. That all being said, I hope you had a great time. Thanks a lot for watching these videos. I really deeply appreciate. That's the most important thing out there, because these videos would be worthless without you guys watching them. So have a wonderful day and see you next time. Bye bye.